everyone. Okay, so I have some pretty crazy life-changing news for me. So after 5 years of service, I have officially decided to separate from the Air Force. And today was actually my last day in uniform. The entire feeling is just really bittersweet. So I joined the Air Force when I was 21 and now I'm 26. So really I've been in the military like my whole adult life, you know? I grew up doing the constant same 7:30 to 4:30, you know, Monday through Friday. Like I've had a structure and a routine, and now that I'm getting out of that, it's kind of crazy. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. So let's just go over some things, okay? So first, why am I deciding to separate from the Air Force? Good question. So long story short, I was trying to switch into a different career field. So when you reach a certain point in your enlistment, you're allowed to cross-train into a different job. Well, usually you have a set window for this. My window was during 2020 at the height of COVID, and I was also deployed and gone, and it just didn't really seem like anything that was possible. And to be truly honest, I wasn't super tracking it because I was like in a different country working over there and kind of like living my life. So anyways, when I got back, I was like, holy crap, like when is my window? From the time that it actually opened, by the time I got back, I went to go talk to my career assistant advisor. He told me that I only had 6 days to click the button, and I was like, 6 days? I mean, there was no way I can make a big life decision in 6 days. At that point, there were no career fields that I was actually interested in that was still available. So I extended for 1 year. So my original enlistment was only for 4 years. In this month, February, it'll be 5 years total of service. When it came time for the new list to come, I had to have this memorandum signed, all these hoops that I had to jump through for it to get all the way to the top and get signed by AFPC. And those are really just the people who are in charge, like all things career-wise for the Air Force. Honestly, it took a while. Really, it should only take maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Like if everyone's doing everything they gotta do, it took like, I don't know, 2-3 times that. So how it works is if you want a certain job, they have quota. Like there's only 20 spots for this job. So when that number gets to 0, it's done. Which that's okay if you're in your normal window and you can just try for the next season that it comes out, but that wasn't my case. It was like now or nothing. And so I got nothing. And honestly, everything just happens for a reason. It seemed like everything that I was trying to do just was not working out. So it felt like I had 3 options. So it was either to re-enlist into my job, which no hate to it, okay? Bio is a cool job and it pays really well on the outside. I just am not really a like math and science, like data logging person. I'm more of like creative, fun. I want to travel. I want to do this, like the fun side of the Air Force. You know, I don't want to be on the like boring like math and science side. But no, like who wouldn't want to travel, you know? We're freaking young, like dang, let's travel. The third one was to just separate. Since Russell is still military, it just seemed like the easiest path for us to take. If you're both married mil to mil, it is really hard sometimes to be getting orders, especially if you're trying to get orders overseas. I don't know why it's that hard. I know the current chief has been talking about how they're going to work on the assignment system soon, and honestly, this is something that should have been worked on. Like it's really sad how some couples just get stuck somewhere. So by me separating, I feel like for us, it would just be easier for us to move around, because instead of trying to find 2 slots for like total different career fields, now they only have to find the 1 slot for him and I just follow along. And also, no, I am not just giving up my career for my husband. I was never planning on doing 20 years in the military. I literally never in a million years would have even thought I would have joined the military. If somebody 10 years ago said, hey, I bet you $10 million one day you're gonna be in the military, I would have said, okay, easiest $10 million I would have ever got, because there was no way in hell I would ever join the military. And then here I am. So, and I remember like right before I left for my final like MEPS to go to boot camp, I told my dad, I was like, oh my gosh. He's like, what? I said, I just realized like I have to wear camo every day. And I was like, I hate camo. Now, of course, I love it. Like, I was like the biggest hater on camo for no reason. Like, it don't even make sense. I just didn't like it. But yeah, I don't know. I would not change a thing. Would not change. Actually, no, that's a lie. If I could change something, I would have known in the very beginning, because see, since I don't really have too many people in my family that were military, that knew people in the Air Force to actually know about different jobs and things like that. So I was like really dead set on medical. No. So now that I know what I know with my knowledge, I would have definitely asked my recruiter, like as soon as I got there, hey, what's the job that travels the most? That's what I would have said. And so that's what I tell people now. Seriously, if you ever have any questions about a job that you were thinking of doing in the Air Force, or enlisting into the Air Force itself and how it is and how boot camp is and things like that, like seriously, just leave a comment and ask me. But one really cool thing about my job is that we were always in other people's business. we were the nosy people of the Air Force, because us, safety, public health, fire, like, you know, all those people, we have to go in and inspect certain things. So I know a lot about a lot of jobs on the base, as long as they were like hazardous. So since I have a kind of a broad knowledge of a lot of the jobs that are on the base, or if you're just curious, like you can literally do anything in the military. It's its own little city, basically. We have dentists, electricians, plumbers, and those are all just normal jobs that literally anyone can get. I mean, obviously not dentists, you have to go to dental school for that. Anything else, like all the other normal stuff, yeah, we have all of that, and it's pretty cool. And so now that I am out, not gonna lie, I'm pretty anxious, but very excited about what the future holds. I feel like if you're positive and you're always having that vibrant energy, those good vibes, truly only good things can happen to you. You know, you're inviting those good vibes and good things will always come your way. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm really just, I'm going with the flow, going with the motions. Because honestly, the crazy thing about the military, some people like it, some people don't, is the unpredictableness of it all. So you don't really know where you're gonna be like in a year. For now, we will still be living here in Kansas. Maybe in one of these next videos, I'll be like, oh my gosh, we got orders! But for now, that's not the case. But still hopeful, still very, very hopeful. I'm just super, super excited about the next chapter in my life. And I'm really happy to have all of you guys along. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you like this video and then subscribe to my channel to follow all of my future adventures and to really see what life has in store. Because who freaking knows? Seriously, the world is crazy. Like, one day you're doing this, the next day you're like, nah. And when I tell you, I made my decision to get out within like a week. I was always back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like all the time. Literally ask anyone in my office and they'd be like, nah, that girl is a roller coaster. Because I really was. I was seriously a roller coaster. And then it kind of came as a surprise to everyone. Because usually people plan this like a year or so in advance, you know? But that wasn't the case for me. But I just want to say, for anyone that's in the military that I have met, thank you so much for your mentorship, your friendship, just literally anything. Just a laugh down the hall. Like, there's been people that I strictly like only see at the gym, or I only see here. My commissary people, like literally anyone. If you are one of those people and you're watching my channel right now, thank you so much for making my experience so memorable. And I really hope to see you guys in the future, and I really just wish you all the best. And yeah, guys, that's it. But now I'm about to be a dependo. I promise I will not be a crazy dependo, okay? Like, I'll be fun. I'll be a crazy fun dependent. I will not be one of those that go on the freaking spouse's page just to complain that someone parked on the wrong side of the street. Like, do you really have nothing else better to do with your day? Who cares? And I mean, some people will legit like take a photo of that car and then blast them on the Facebook page. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, so that is it. I am out. I'm saying goodbye Goodbye to the Air Force. I am breaking up with you. You were great, but I am moving on to bigger and better things. So I'll see you guys on the next video. And by this time next week, I will be on the beach sipping a margarita or a Mai Tai with a taco in my hand. And it's gonna be lovely. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.